So it is now my great pleasure to introduce Valerie Elaine King, your student commencement speaker. Coming to UMPI all the way from Dallas, Texas, Valerie has distinguished herself as a student of remarkable determination and vision, returning to the classroom after 30 years to pursue her Bachelor of Liberal Studies with a minor in management. She has earned her degree cum laude with a 3.52 GPA, a testament to her perseverance in navigating new technology, new systems, and unfamiliar spaces with a faith louder than her fear. Following graduation, Valerie plans to continue on to her master's degree with her sights ultimately set on a doctorate, all while launching her nonprofit, Humble Beginnings, which will support individuals re-entering their communities after incarceration. Valerie.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon to the faculty who challenged us, the families who stood beside us, and to my fellow graduates who refused to give up. Today is more than a ceremony. It's evidence. It's evidence that resilience works. It's evidence that fear does not get the final word. It's also evidence that it's not too late to begin again. But it's also a receipt. It is a receipt for every tear that you wipe before starting your next paper, every late night you pushed through, every silent prayer that you said, God, just help me finish. The truth is, this degree cost you something. For me, it cost me my comfort. 30 years ago, I walked away from school. Life demanded my attention. Responsibilities came first. Somewhere between surviving and showing up for everyone else, my education became a closed chapter. 30 years. That's not a gap, that's a lifetime for some of us. 30 years. Yes, after 30 years, I made a decision to come back. But unfortunately, fear met me at the door. Education had changed. Everything was online. There was portals, there were passwords, there were uploads, discussion boards, and I wasn't even technology savvy. The first time I logged in, I didn't feel intelligent. Actually, I felt lost and intimidated. I remember staring at the screen thinking, maybe this was a mistake. I was older. I felt behind. I questioned if I could compete in rooms where everyone seemed to move faster, they typed quicker, and they understood sooner. But something inside of me refused to let fear win. So I did what many of you have done on your own journeys. I learned anyway. I asked questions anyway. I showed up anyway. And there were nights that I felt behind, and there was moments that I doubted myself. And there was times I had to balance responsibilities while others seemed to move effortlessly ahead. But then I remembered that progress does not belong to the fastest in the room. It belongs to the one who keeps going. So step by step, class by class, semester by semester, I kept going. So here I stand with you, graduating with my bachelor's degree, not because it was easy, not because I was the most prepared, but because I refused to quit. That is what today represents for all of us. Every graduate here has a story. Some of our stories are visible, others are carried quietly. Some of you worked full time, some of you raised families, some of you overcome setbacks that no one in the audience will ever see or fully understand. But you're here, and that's what matters. Because graduation is not about perfection, it's about persistence. It's about believing that growth is still possible, even when time has passed, even when fear whispers, even when you feel out of place, and you can believe you will be challenged again. Life will challenge us. There will be new rooms where we will feel unprepared, new responsibilities that will stretch us, and new seasons that will require courage. When that happened, remember this moment. Remember that you once walked into something that scared you and you conquered it anyway. Remember that becoming does not have an expiration date. Remember that the only real failure is deciding you're finished before you're done. Today is not just about earning degrees, it's about reclaiming belief. It's about proving that reinvention is real. It is about standing in front of doubt saying, "You do not define me." It is about you. Class of 2026, whether you're 22 or returning after 30 years like I did, your story is still being written. If my journey has taught me anything, it is this: it's never too late. You're never too behind, and you're never too unfamiliar with tools to learn how to use them. So here we stand, stronger and wiser, proof that courage grows when we move forward anyway. If there is one truth that I would leave with you today, let it be this: the world does not belong to those who start early. It belongs to those who refuse to stop. Congratulations, graduates.